Good morning, everyone. I am Advocate Aarti Bhalla. I practice out of Delhi and Gurgaon courts. And so, one of my vertical is litigation, and the other, which my husband handles, is manufacturing corporate and industrial uniforms. And here I am taking up the role of the vice president, and I welcome you all in the inner circle. So we want you to first introduce yourself for about 60 seconds. And in the later 30 seconds, we want you to also tell us what have you done during the week, and which can be a face to face, or if you've generated any kind of business, or if you want to thank someone for any kind of payment. And we have Sanjeev ji here, who's our president. After post that, we are going to have a create session, which is basically a member will pick up this slot, and they will give a presentation on their business, and this presentation will include at least one challenge in depth, what challenge they are facing in business, and and all of us, the rest of the members, are going to help them deliberate on this challenge. So the create actually stands for challenge, resolution, enable, analysis, trust, empowerment. So we over here are going to help him fight his challenge, and he is going to trust us of where he is lacking and what is his shortfall of his business that he is facing. So let us start with the membership people, the members over here with their weekly presentations. Can we start with Sanjeev ji?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm Sanjeev Ahuja. I'm an Apple solution expert for last 31 years. We are into selling iPhones, iPads, MacBook Pros, and we are also in giving out of warranty repairs and services. Essentially, we are operating from Sector 53, Gurugram. Okay, this fortnight I interacted with quite a few people. Sabyasachi, Vijay Bhai, Atul, and RT has given me business for supply of iPhone. And apart from that, I have interacted with so many other people. And next.
Can we have Rajesh ji?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Rajesh Pandit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Rajesh Pandit.
Good morning, everybody. So ours is an IT company, and we develop web and mobile applications. So we have been in this business for last 15 odd years and must have delivered around 500 projects. So we have been lucky to have worked all around the globe with the best of the companies. Like so all these companies are the best in their own sphere. Like, so for example, if you just talk about the IBM, Procter Gamble, Intel. So you just work with companies like Cheetah, so which is in the which takes care of 99% of the infrastructure of airline business. Then we have just worked with the Airtel. So all of these, and so we have just worked in nearly all the continent in the world. So we have been in Europe, so US, Australia, Africa, North America, and all that. And so in India also for past few years, so now we have been actively pursuing with some of our products, so which are related to CRM. So we have a Salesforce automation product, which takes care of your, which tracks all the activities of a field, your field force. So right from their remote attendance to their business orders to their meetings, everything else. Right. And so we have other products like learning management system, e-commerce, and in India, so we are preferred partners of KPMG. We are just developing very complex solutions for them. And one of the solution was energy forecasting, which we have just developed for the Telangana government. and it has been widely published all over this business papers. Now coming to my so what I have just done in the past 2 weeks. So I had a meeting with Yogesh ji. I had a meeting with Mithlesh Jha, and I had a very short meeting with Mandeep ji also. Actually, we were supposed to have one face-to-face yesterday, but then said, so now it is to be done today. I have got 2 references, one from one was from Mandeep ji and another was from Mithlesh. Yeah, so that was it. Yeah, and Aarti ji, so as people are saying, so I'll be recording all those things. So and I will like to have that say number attached to the business also. As Ahuja ji said that he has got a business, so I will like to have that number so that
2,500.
Okay, right. So I'll put everything over here, or what we can just do. So you please mention that in the WhatsApp group, and I'll just be full editing that.
I think that will be better. We'll mention it in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
if the recording is,
Yeah.
So,
that's all about me. Yeah.
Thank you, Rajesh ji. Can we have Yogesh ji?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Yogesh Wadhwani, and I represent my company Ishwil Medicom Private Limited. And I've been in the business of infection control for the past 10 years, and I operate from Delhi. My basic objective is to reduce infections and prevent infections from happening in the hospitals, clinics, old age homes, and even residences where immunocompromised patients are staying. And what I do is basically provide the training on how to reduce the infections, awareness sessions for the patients and their attendants, and subsequently provide the surveillance mechanisms in the hospitals, clinics, how to reduce these infections, and do the data analysis, number crunching, provide the certifications, and then provide the products also to reduce these infections. So these products are the products which we are now using nowadays, like the masks, the PPE kits, the thermometers, and all the stuffs that we have been using, apart from the disinfectants and sterilization products. So that's what I do. And I had a meeting with Rajesh ji, as he said, and with Sabyasachi ji also. So the 2 meetings we had. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Yogesh ji. Can we have Sabyasachi?
Sabyasachi is already spoken just before you. Dipankar has joined in.
All right, Dipankar, can you speak about yourself?
Domain of international freight and logistics, and I represent my company called Aditrans Logistics, and we are cargo people. We move cargo from anywhere to anywhere in the world, from India to India, everywhere. My takes would be any importers or exporters in India and to deliver the cargoes anywhere. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are.
All right. Thank you.
Aarti, now you can talk about yourself.
Dipankar, your activity last week, so will be so it's whom all you reference to, given some references, any business closed.
What do you mean by that? Any business closed? In terms of
the referrals given by the members.
Dipankar had given me referral for iPhone repair, and that referral is closed.
But what it has to do with, I mean, just for my curiosity understanding, what it has to do with
Dipankar, we'll talk that later. We'll explain that to you.
No, sorry, but I want to know what my iPhone repair has to do in this meeting.
Dipankar will get back to you after the meeting.
inner circle meetings talk about the accountability. You have to talk about the face-to-face meetings you had with others, and what business did you give to others, and what did you get some money out of it. Fine, that is what you have to talk about it.
Like,
We are just,
okay, in that case,
I don't have any visitors.
Three things we have to talk about. One is that, so if we had any face-to-face with a member. Second is if we have generated some referrals for others. Third is if you have just brought any visitor, or if you have to thank anybody for the money so you got from the business.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So that means my thing was, my iPhone repair has to do nothing in this meeting. But anyway, now I get it. So that means, Sanjeev ji, that was also a referral and a business close. The one
Yes.
which I sent you, that pilot friend who came for a repair of his car to you earlier.
But that was about more than 2 weeks.
I am okay,
yes,
but I want to know that is a referral.
Yes, that was a referral, and it was a business close, and I have to thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. You don't have to thank me, but I'm just learning this groove. Okay,
Yeah, because here we are talking about accountability. It is just not any conventional meeting and this thing. It has to be what is the business you have done in the group. Okay.
Okay, that way I have got yesterday night a referral on from Atul. That Atul, Raju Kadam called me yesterday night.
Yes, I gave him your reference. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted to know something. I have informed him. So we have to continue the discussions today. Let's see what.
That's good. That's it. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
So, good morning, everyone. This is Advocate Aarti Bhulla. I practice out of Delhi and Gurgaon courts. I'm based in Gurgaon, and we are into hardcore litigation, registrations, guidance, any kind of corporate compliances you want, any kind of contracts which needs to be drafted. At this pandemic, I'm suggesting everyone to get their bills drafted, though we cannot get them registered, but definitely one should have their will in place. Post that, we also are taking up matrimonial cases, succession issues, labor issues. Now, at this time, we all know that we will have that issue because we are all entrepreneurs, that labor is going to create a havoc. They will want to get paid without having the work done. But we also, as entrepreneurs, are not being able to do any business. So, if anyone needs guidance on that, I am here. I can guide them for sure. How to take this further. Even your lease agreements, if you're in a commercial property and you're not being able to do, I can go through your lease deed and tell you if you are eligible for the force majeure clause and you can get your rent waived off or not, and then further draft a notice for you to your landlord or to your tenant. So there's a lot happening where we can all do one-to-ones on that. Sabyasachi and me already have done that. Sabyasachi is bothered about how will he take his labor further. And I have given him a consultation on that. And I have also given an internal referral to Sanjeev Ahuja for my personal iPhone use, and which we'll be closing it today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aarti. Now we have
So Vijay Shah is the latest entrant into the inner circle. Can we please ask him to introduce himself?
Vijayji, can you please introduce yourself, and thank you for joining the inner circle. It's great to have you here.
So President Saab, let us officially welcome the newcomer.
For sure. Yeah, Vijayji, please go ahead. Unmute yourself and talk about.
Vijayji, unmute yourself.
So thank you very much, eGrowth founder Mr. Atul Puri and Captain Ahuja of Inner Circle. It is my pleasure to join the Inner Circle, and in fact I know Atul for last 26 years. The last 45 days it will be huge one. And I can see with the leadership of the Atul and the Ahuja and all the team, we can go to the next level. I'm in the business of insurance since last 45 years. I'm working in the name of the insurance auditors. We are specialized in the business insurance, and we offer the various solutions. And especially in the time of COVID, let me inform you, the Ministry of Home Affairs has made mandatory for all the commercial establishments to insure their employees. So we can offer the best and the most competitive solution here. This is one service we can offer. Second thing, many of the people are not aware about the loss of profit policy. So I can guide you about that also. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now we're finished with members. We will have a create session.
We need to have the guests to introduce themselves, no?
Yeah, after the create session.
Will we have time? We are at 9 o'clock right now.
Okay. We can have small introductions from each one of us.
Yes, please do that.
Mr. G.S. Ahuja. You'll have to unmute yourself and talk about it.
No, he's unmuted, but we're not able to hear him.
Okay. Rajesh Buddhiraja ji.
Ahuja ji, I think your audio is not connected.
My audio is connected, but only
not Sanjeev Ahuja, GS Ahuja. Okay, Ahuja, Mr. GS Ahuja, you get your audio in place while we have other people to introduce themselves. Yes, Sanjeev ji, carry on.
Yeah, we have Arjun Roy. Please introduce yourself, Arjun ji.
Okay, a very good morning to all of you. My name is Arjun Roy. I'm an independent coach and consultant having over 35 years of corporate experience. I've worked in companies like Bata, ACL, Chorus, and Xerox. My main forte is sales training. I carry a lot of sales training. I've been certified by a company called Gazing in UK, BDI in USA, Forum in Australia. When I was in Xerox, I was also declared as the best in sales. I got a gold medal for that. Also in training, I received a gold medal for being the best trainer, not only in Xerox India, but Xerox internationally. So that's briefly about me. When I get time, I also provide, I give sessions at different management institutes. Recently, I was also included, invited as in the interview panel for one of the IIMs. And I've had the pleasure of taking sessions not only for the big corporates like Fortune 500 companies, but also across many other companies, medium-sized and small industries.
Thank you, sir.
That's basically about it. Thank you. And as far as my leads are concerned, well,
Sanjeev ji, who's managing the time?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Shashank. Shashank, can you talk?
Yeah, sure. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Shashank Shankar Shrivastava, substituting my Deepti Shrivastava, who is the owner and CEO of Food Mantra. We specialize in catering. In these unique times, we are now serving to NGOs, RWAs for social welfare, besides our corporate clients and also the clients to the home in Gurgaon. And from 17th May, we hope to expand our operations to more parts of Gurgaon and Delhi NCR. Please connect us with NGOs, RWAs, and once again, I'm Shashank Shankar Shrivastava, substituting for Deepti Shrivastava from Food Mantra. Thank you.
Fine.
And last week's performance.
Are you aware of it?
I would not be aware of it.
Okay. Okay. Mithlesh Jha.
Do we give referral in this session or after this?
So you have to declare, like, sir, if you have generated any referrals, meetings, and all that. Yeah.
Not generated immediately, but I saw Mr. Dipankar Parshad's business, so I can connect him with one of my known associate, Mr. Ritesh Gupta,
that's
who is
good.
into warehousing.
Yeah.
He can be a very good connect for him.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Shefali Tripathi.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I represent Karyajini Consulting. We are based out of New Delhi. We are primarily recruiters for the domain of textile and lifestyle. But in the recent times, I have been wearing many hats. And one of them is helping organizations move online with managing their team without developing any system, but using what is already available on the net for free. This is a project that I'm already doing with one of the clients, and I can be approached for any recruitment services other than the domain of lifestyle as well, as we are already doing currently because of the COVID times. Thank you.
Thank you, Shefali. Mr. Rajesh Buddhiraja. Rajesh ji.
Yeah, good morning. Rajesh Budraja from New Delhi. I have been in the business of air conditioning, ventilation, natural ventilation for the last 44 years. And currently, we offer consultancy in this field. I also am passionate about empowering people, which is a new, I don't call it a profession, but that's a new liking which I have, for which I'm now giving to colleges. There's a couple of colleges I'm associated with now. So it's great being here on the group. I'm just there as a visitor, so I have not really given any referrals to anyone in the past 1 year.
Fine.
Thank
you, sir. Dharmishta, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning all. This is Dharmishta here from Mumbai. Financial advisor by profession into insurance, mutual fund, Mediclaim and wills. Hubby is a CA, so we give our services into insurance, mutual fund, Mediclaim, wills, taxation, GST, based in Mumbai, but services pan India. That's about me, Dharmishta Shah from Mumbai. Thank you.
Thank you, Dharmishta. Mr. G.S. Ahuja, are you ready?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I am a chartered accountant with about 27 years of experience. I have offices in Delhi and Bombay, and I've been mostly into accounting, audit, etc., all those things. But now I am concentrating more on profit center and cost management for companies for the last about year and a half. I have had very, very large clients, and when those large clients were ramping up, my business also ramped up. Then suddenly one of the major ones was taken over. In these times of corporate takeover, with the result, I am now in the situation of rebuilding the part of the practice.
Fine, thank you, sir. Who else is left with Mithilesh? Have you done it?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm Mithilesh Jha, based on Nehru Place, Delhi. We are into international freight forwarding. Last week we are able to handle 28 metric ton air India from Gunjau to New Delhi. We are primarily into air freight and sea freight. Other than this, we are into warehousing, and we have our own sea. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mithilesh. We are going to have starting the create session. Our speaker for today is Sabyasachi. I'm going to tell you a brief introduction about Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi is founder and director of Favors Services, and he's got 18 years of rich experience in corporate world. During this corporate tenure, he worked with global leaders like DHL Express, Western Union, and G4S. In 2015, he started up a bug caught him and he started Favors Incorporated. Sabyasachi is alumnus of Bharatiya Vidyapeeth, Pune. His interest lies in continuous innovation at work to bring in efficiencies and productivity. His corporate life brought him to Gurgaon in 2009, and since then he's been residing and now settled with his venture to spread wings beyond Delhi NCR. Okay, Sabyasachi, over to you.
So just a moment. I'll just add one thing to it. So Sabyasachi will take around 10 minutes to talk about his business and the challenge. And after that, all of us have to deliberate on that challenge. So I invite all of you to listen to Sabyasachi's presentation with being present here 100%. Right, Sabya? Yeah, Sabya. You need to unmute. Sabya, you need to unmute.
Sabya, unmute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to share the presentation or it will be shared?
You want me to share? I can share, or if you want, I can. You can become the. I've just made you the co-host as well. Whatsoever is more comfortable with you, let me know.
Do share
I'm ready.
that.
I'm ready.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being in eGrowth today, for the guest, and thank you for the members being there and heard about the create session by me. It's an honor for me to be part of eGrowth and giving my this create session, because this is a session wherein we all entrepreneurs generally give our presentation, talk about our company and everything about company to take your feedback. So please listen to this presentation carefully, which talks about my business, my future opportunities, and what are the challenges I am facing this point in time. So I'll just start with, because everyone is like very curious to go back to office. So what is the readiness, be it your customer, be it you, all of us wanting to go back to the office, but there are, after COVID situation, there are certain things we need to take care of, which is a WHO guideline, which is a Government of India guideline, and these are the particular things which needs to be taken care of. So next slide, please. So I have just put in a particular readiness checklist or workplace readiness checklist here, so that you get to understand like what are the things which are mandatory for you to Atul, next slide, please.
No, you were saying work. Okay, fair enough.
So this is very important that workplace has to be ready, and what are the particular priorities we have, what are the initiative we need to take before the workplace should be ready, because we need to take care of our employees, we need to take care of our customers, and we also need to show that like our company and our premises is secured, protected, so that people can actually connect and visit to our premises. So it's very important. It's the mindset change which is going to be taken care of, and it's a atmosphere which needs to be completely different when we go back to office. So these are the Atul, has the
Yeah. Are you not able to see the presentation?
No, it has not been changed, so that's the reason.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. So now this is the particular checklist which I was talking about. So we have to sanitize our office. Before that, we need to clean our office properly, so that it is sanitization ready. We need to use our mask all the time. Vehicles needs to be sanitized every time they enter. Machine needs to be sanitized. Thermal scanning to be done everyone at the entry and exit. Ensure medical insurance. Somebody was talking about group medical insurance of employee, outsourced employee, has to be taken care of. If it is not there, it has to be taken care of. Provision of hand wash sanitizer, touch-free basis. 1 hour gap between the shifts. 6 feet sitting arrangement for employees. Two or more person cannot be using the lift. Staircase to be promoted, gutka, tobacco, and other things to be banned completely. Restrict the non-essential visitor. And also there should be a list which should be published on the reception, the COVID-19 hospitals, nearby COVID-19 hospitals. So these are the things, major things which needs to be taken care of. And we also support, as Favors being a cleaning and hygiene company, we also support and help you being ready for this. So next slide, please.
Already next slide, yeah.
So we are a Favors, we are a 360-degree sanitization and cleaning company. So what we do is we are into professional cleaning of office deep cleaning, home deep cleaning, upholstery cleaning, and pre-handover cleaning. So pre-handover cleaning, I just wanted to take you through, which is new in India. So whenever architects, interior, and project management companies, when they ready the project, it is verge of delivery, they need a professional cleaning to be done before it gets handover to the client. And this is what we do, and we have done 80 lakh square feet of offices across Delhi NCR on that. So we also do other services like pest control, painting, floor polishing and repair, maintenance, and facility management. Facility management is all about outsourced manpower being placed in somebody's office. So everything in terms of a facility management, we cover that. In terms of the COVID-19, which I was talking about, the readiness of your office, how we support on that. Your cleaning, we support that. Sanitization, disinfection, completely we support that. Sanitization tunnel installation, procuring a sanitization tunnel, installing that, everything is like done through us. Thermal scanner camera. So suppose you need a thermal scanner or a camera to be placed to monitor your employees, that also can be possible. Employee group insurance, yes, we partnered with a lot of our members here to give the group insurance solutions as well. So we are actually being a single point on umbrella to give you all these services. So supply of hand sanitization, mask, and all these things can be given at that point in time. So what is this cleaning industry, which I was talking about, we are part of? Cleaning industry and hygiene industry is going to be $40 billion industry by 2026. Yes, you heard it right. It can be a 40 billion industry by 2026, and it is growing at the rate of 26%. And post-COVID, it will grow by, I think, 10-15% more. And key drivers to it: nuclear family setup, dual family income, disposable income, awareness of cleanliness, air pollution level, government initiative through Swachh Bharat program. COVID-19, yes, it's a mindset change, and it will definitely add to the complete, mindset change of employee, client, customers, everyone in the, whom we interact with, will everything will change. Government mandate cleaning and sanitization. I showed you there is a checklist prepared for everything from the government side. So that mandate will definitely be there, and we need to follow. So in terms of favors, we are ready with it. We have already served 2,000 plus B2C customers. We have already served 300 plus B2B customers. So we are already ready, being a favors company. Our target, customers are like from the three sectors. One is corporate and institutions. Second is high-end residences owners. And third is for pre-handover cleaning architects, interior designer, project management company, and consultants. Segments we serve to: residences, hotel, co-working space, warehouses, government establishment, library, petrol pump, showrooms, schools, university, ashram, corporate school. The segments which I'm talking about, we have already served them, and we are going to be serving them. It's not a wish list for me. It is already, I'm doing it. So next slide, please. So in terms of action taken to have this growth, it's basically we've already have the backend operations and backend, and then the customer operation application is already ready on the testing phase. So in terms of the operation side, we are already technologically we are ready. From the expansion side, favors franchisee framework has been already created. Process manual has been developed. Everything, and we are already generating lead for franchisee. So we are going for a horizontal growth across India, and that is through franchisee mode. Increase in internal capacity. Yes, we have increased the internal capacity of sanitization service, developing vendors, developing people. So we have already increased that to be prepared for the COVID-19 era. Existing and potential customer database. Yes, existing and potential database customers are being called. Complete CRM is maintained. We are following up aggressively to sell COVID-19 products to them. Already created a potential franchisee prospect list. So there are out of the lead we have generated, few of them are on the verge of closure. So Gujarat, Andaman, Nicobar, Goa, Pune, all are in the verge of closure at this point in time. So having said that, there are a lot of things are happening in the company, but we have a major challenge which we are facing at this point in time, which is labor, which is manpower management. and retention and acquiring them as well. So that is our major challenge, because being in this industry, we are facing this as the biggest challenge in our organization. So I would encourage everyone. I'm sure you would have heard my story, heard my presentation, and you can dwell upon the manpower part. How we can manage it better, how we can actually retain them, how we can have a better solution for that. So that's what from my side. Over to you, Mr. Ahuja.
Yes, nice presentation. Very well done. Okay, now what is your challenge, Sabyasachi? What is your challenge in the business?
So major challenges, manpower. So I had a one-to-one with RTG also this week probably, and I was sharing manpower challenges with her. So the only thing is that probably the manpower is my biggest challenge at this point in time, because for a fact that in COVID-19 period, half of the manpower are gone to their own city, or they are about to go to their place. So logistically, manpower is the biggest challenge, and I'm sure the people here are in their company also managing a lot of manpower. I'm sure they would have different plans. So I want to follow someone who's doing better in terms of managing the manpower, so I can have suggestions in that regards.
So as I have already guided Sabyasachi on this, I would like to add a few things that try to retain all the people who you already have and who have not been able to go back to their villages. So this is the first and foremost. I know it is very difficult for entrepreneurs to pay up, but at least we can take care of their basic necessities. And they also understand it somewhere if we talk to them. So talking to the labor always helps. I have been an entrepreneur and been dealing with labor for good 15 years. And, I used to keep my brain outside and then talk to them. And they listen to you. So please talk to them. It is very important. Take care of what the basic necessities they need to do. In case your labor is already left, then we can't do anything except for hiring contractual employees. So I already have contact for Sabyasachi for providing him the contractual contractors who can provide him with the labor. But that also they will have to figure it out, because he cannot have it on a day-to-day basis. Then you will have to actually have them on your roll or some kind of commitment. So we'll have to work that out, Sabyasachi. So it's not just then chahiye us din mil jaye, wo wala will not work. We need kind of permanent people on our road. And the other thing is, yes, there are a lot of people who are manpower suppliers, so we can get in touch with them. I've already talked to one of them for you, so I'll connect you with her.
Yeah, it'll be great help, because we are having a lot of challenges on the manpower, though we have bigger platform to work on, but we can't have this get going. We can't afford to lose this.
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I share something?
Yes, Shashank, please.
Okay, so I know one lady who's dealing with HR and labor people, and what she has done is she has come up with a model where she's taking employees on loan or lending basis. So I can connect you with her, and maybe you can share with her the kind of labor you require, and she will be able to get you those middle class people or even other HR people on your board for at least 3 months. And there'll be proper contract signed, and you, I think, will need to pay just about 50% of their salary, and the remaining part of the salary, around 10 to 20% would be paid by their original employer.
Oh wow! I would love to connect with her.
Yeah, so I will connect you with her. This lady's name is Dishi Jain. I will connect you with her.
Sure. It will be a great help.
Shifali, you have any input to give?
Yes, I do. In the current times where all this labor is really going through financial crisis, etc. If you already have few people who are working with you, you can start an employee referral program. Now this can actually, I mean, you can of course hire another lady, pay her 15,000 or 15 days of salary, etc. Or what you can do is the current employees that you have, you give them an incentive on bringing in a reference. And if that reference stays with you and works with you for next, let's say 3 months, till the time, the COVID settles and everything, every month you give a small amount of incentive to the person who refers, this labor. Because these guys are very well connected to each other. Wherever they live, there are other people also who are staying. So there might be some training that would go into it, but it could be a long-term solution.
Thank you, Shefali.
It's a valuable suggestion. I will definitely work on it.
Yeah, Dipankar. Dipankar, please. You have to unmute yourself, Dipankar.
That. Yes, I'm doing that. I hope I'm audible now.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Sabya, the presentation was quite expressive. I mean, we as a person could understand all the products and the services that you're giving. One give I have on this. We have just yesterday closed one order for importing equipment called spray guns, which is basically being used for fumigation industry. And this order is basically for the delivery vans and all these, Amazon and Flipkart vans, which they are going to sanitize before coming, before packing all the orders and before delivering the orders to the customers. So in case if you have a requirement of such a product, I'll share the pictures with you one-to-one later after this meeting. And we are importing these. And of course, there's a friend of mine who's involved. So the retail price of this cost, the retail product price of this product in the market is somewhere in the range of around 9,500 to 12,000 per piece. This is a big, it's like a vacuum cleaner, a small vacuum cleaner, and it's got complete accessories and spray into that. So, but I think the price.
I would definitely, be very keen about it.
Yes, so I will connect. I mean, I don't have to connect you with anybody. It's our kind of a product because we are importing it. And it's a friend of mine who wants to start this vertical as in trading along with me. So we will be closing this import order, and I think in about 15 days it's going to reach Bombay. It's a transit time. Yeah. So I will connect you and I will share some pictures with you. Thank you.
Sure.
I request Dipankar to share those pictures on the group because there'll be a lot of more requirement. And
all right, I will do that. I will have that. Thank you, Aarti.
I think Yogesh Wadhwani will be another possible person who would be able to pick up these units.
Yeah, because of his sanitization business. Yes, I will do it on the group, on our inner circle group, and I'll also share it with in the premium market group. All right.
Yeah. And coming back to Sabya, Sabya, have you considered doing the insurance for your employees or the labor force as well?
Yes.
Because that could be one of the things which can help you retain the employees with you or retain the people with you.
Yeah. Yes. So, I'm currently with a member of eGrowth. I'm of Delhi NCR. I'm collaborating for that.
Fair enough. See, that is something which is important.
So I will share my experience how we could retain our labor was we were giving them space to live, and we had not many number were living in the factory premises. But yet about a good 10 of them with a mess facility. So you can always order online, I think tiffins and all. And if they have place to stay where, and if they're not bothered about really food and the rentals, I'm sure they will also not run away to the villages once the travel starts. So in any ways, if they are safe and if they are taken care of with their food and rentals, I'm sure they will stay back.
Yeah.
Can I have some suggestions?
Yeah. Sabyasachi, this is Arjun Roy. There's one thing which you can try it out. which I think the inputs that have come are fabulous. One thing that you can try out is the gig economy, which is going to take off. That is, people who are working, you have friends who also may be having some similar problems, right? The question is to employ somebody, maybe it is not a permanent basis, maybe for 3 hours or 4 hours he works with you, 4 hours he works with somebody else, because they also need money at this point of time. And alone, maybe I'll not be able to give that much of money. So if you have 2 or 3 people who can join together and form these sort of employees who can be for some hours working with you, some days working with you, and some hours working with somebody else, some days working with somebody else, that also could have an effect on your financials as well as that person's security. Just a thought.
No, absolutely. You talked about the gig economy, and that will be the future basically.
Yeah.
Because after this, there are a lot of things which are on the talks about that.
Sanjeev, it's 9:30.
Yeah. Any other person?
I don't want to extend something additional for the Sabyasachi. Regarding this tunnel, no, which I think used for the similar purpose, is being effective. There could be a very big demand in the market. And second thing, regarding your products, we talk of the franchisee. Have you developed the video presentations to and then?
Yeah. We do have a video presentation.
So do you have franchisee in the Mumbai market?
Yeah. We are in talks with someone in Mumbai. Mumbai is divided into 8 segments, 8 areas.
Okay.
So 2 areas we are already discussing.
Okay. Probably I can put with somebody more context. Those who are in this business.
Oh, great! It will
with
be
your
a
additional inputs, probably I just went through a presentation. It was wonderful. So people may would like to connect with you. It will be win-win for both the people.
Sure.
Okay. I will connect with you.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Can I share something?
Yeah.
Sanjeev?
Hanji, Rajesh, can you please?
Yeah. Sabyasachi, I have been in this business of air conditioning. I used to be a large contractor in air conditioning. And air conditioning projects, we used to need extensive amount of labor at site. Now, there used to be at times challenges that you suddenly have to accomplish something in a faster pace, and you don't have your own manpower. The question is, you have one or two nodal specialists there. You can ask the client for help to arrange some manpower for you. So don't lose a contract if it's, let's say, a corporate client. The skill is yours, the equipment is yours, maybe 1 or 2 nodal specialists are yours. The rest, semi-skilled and partly skilled people, you can get the client to help you out with if he is really keen to work with you. So we used to do that very extensively.
Wow. Okay. I never thought on the other side of it. But
Yeah, we think we want to maximize our business, and therefore we leave. So leave away part of it. Tell the client to help you out. I'll reduce my price by X amount, so you don't lose that business.
Yes. I mean, very, very valuable input, sir.
Yeah. For the guests here today, we welcome you to submit an application for membership. The annual fees is a one-time investment of 18,000 rupees. An introductory offer of 15,000 for full 1 year is there. 18% GST includes 17,770. We'd like to compare the value of this 17,770 with the cost of getting business in any other way. The cost of Google, Facebook, social media campaigns are very expensive. And also, if you have some small businesses cannot afford to have consulting companies like KPMG, PwC, McKinsey, and here in the Create session, we are giving you all these kind of facilities. The small investment to get into e-growth is most efficient and cost-effective way is to get into a new business. Now over to Atul. Atul, you can we can start with the entrepreneur talks.
Right. Thank you. So, there are a couple of people who have joined us pretty late. So just for your reference, we were having the previous meeting right now, which is the inner circle meeting. Now we will be starting with the CEO talks. Our speaker for the day has just come in. Ashish has just come in. So maybe we'll take around 1 minute gap, and then we'll start with the CEO talks. All right. And Sanjeev ji, thanks a lot for hosting such an awesome session. We look forward for taking eGrowth to the next level as we move forward. All right.
Yeah. If we have 1 minute, I would, Jyoti has not come in, but I would like Rajesh to let us know what suggestions he had given to Jyoti.
I think that would be awesome. That will be awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Acha, another thing. Yes,
Rajesh, please,
that also. So that also reminds me, we need to have a buddy for Sabyasachi for the next 14 days.
Yes, we will appoint a buddy for.
So let us get those raise of hands right now.
So what does the buddy has to do? My question.
So buddy,
he has to be present.
Your job is to ensure that Sabyasachi wins. So ask him questions, the points which he has taken, whether he's taken those actions or not. So you have to because see, he will get back to his life. Okay, so rather than me explaining it,
okay, I will try it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. In fact, Rajesh has just.
I would also like to experience these things, getting into the networking mode.
Amazing, amazing. So this is something really innovative. So last time we started it with Jyoti. So Rajesh, let us have an input from you. What was your experience? What did you create from Jyoti? And you also please help Dipankar such that he becomes a great buddy for Sabyasachi.
Just in our last meeting, so we had a similar create session, and it was just initiated by Jyoti. And what we just do in the create sessions, as you see that we just take the challenge. First, he explains the mode of our business, and then there is a particular challenge one is facing, and then we will have to delve, as we just did today. Also, we delved on it, and then so one of us takes care of, like, say, what all suggestions were given by the members. Then he takes care of all the suggestions that they are implemented. So if they are not so left in the meeting only and yahan pe ho gaya uske baad khatam, no. So we take note of all the suggestions which were given by the people as team members, and then we just try to implement all of these. And this is what I just done with Jyoti. Last time, so she had a lot of challenges, and she was the major challenge was that she was saying that clients are not willing to listen to me, so they don't, so they are not willing to invest money on my ventures. Whenever I go, I pitch, so they are not taking us seriously. So that was the major challenge, and then a lot of people delved on it. So what all you should do, and then so we carried an exercise. I just had 3-4 sessions with her about how to. The first thing is that so how to make one credible. Like, why should people take you seriously? And for people to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. So you'll have to tell them what all things you have done. So there are a lot of things which they were lacking in her presentation. So what I just did, the first thing I just asked her to make one presentation. She did that. She had 4 or 5 revisions about
Rajesh,
those.
in interest of time, we'll not be able to extend it too much. Okay. We would have loved had Jyoti been here. She would have also been able to give an input as what she got out of it.
But then again, so we had lack of time because we started late. So we started 20 minutes for 15 minutes late. So let's next time. So let us stick to the time.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, we must.
Today it was 15 minutes we started late.
And a big round of applause for Rajesh for helping Jyoti to take the suggestions to the next level. So thanks a lot, Rajesh.
Yeah. Thank you. Everyone.
All right. So guys, with this, we complete our inner circle meeting and we move on to the CEO talks. I'll just start with her.